Hello, dear friends. Glad to see you today in our third meeting, and my congratulations on the Easter holidays. You know that the cherished desire of each of us is victory. So with the help of our assistance and synergy, I hope it will accelerate our victory. Today we have a very interesting topic. Любов will tell us, and I would like to give the floor to our facilitator from the project SWITLO, Любов. You're welcome.
Thank you very much for your introduction. Okay, so today we are going to talk to you about gender in language teaching. Let me share with you the presentation. Yeah, here it is. Well, this is our topic for today's meeting, as you can see. And all in all, we start with simple social and emotional check. So what I'd like you to do is to tell me how are you today, looking at the pictures. So you just refer the pictures which suits you best, maybe one, maybe several, and write in the chart how are you getting on today. And in case you'd like to comment, we still have a rule of the rising hand, so you may raise your hand and comment on your feelings if you would like to. Waiting for your responses. So, how are you today? Yaroslava is ready to tell, yeah?
Will you show us the second slide, or we should write without it?
Oh, I didn't show? Oh my.
Yeah.
Sorry, thanks for your support and help. I was pretty sure I'm doing everything correct. Sorry for that.
Now it's easier to understand how we are today.
Yeah, it was created to be like that, but then for some reason, maybe I misclicked. Sorry. Well, so how are you?
We have the same issue today that we can't send our messages into general chat, only personally to you.
And what about now?
Just a sec. Yeah, now it's possible. Thank you.
Thanks. Well, what picture are you, Elena? Enthusiastic. That's fantastic. Natalia Ragaza picked number 9. Sleepy or tired? To hide. Yaroslava is number 2. Wow. Maria is number 2. That's great. For some reason, I think I'm number 6. So, any comments on that? Full of energy. My congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Elena picked number 6. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. Well, we've done it. In case there are no comments, we can go on, right? Well, usually we get at this point to ice-breaking activity, but I think we've got most of participants who joined earlier, so today I'm going to omit that, and we are getting to the warm-up part. Yeah, the key point here is not to forget to share with you another slide again, as I did before. Oh my. No, it doesn't let me tell you why. Sorry. Some technical things. Let me retry. Oh, much better. So, what is our warmer about? It is called acronyms, and you know we live in the world where there are lots of acronyms. What I'd like you to do is to follow the link or use QR code, which is about to appear on screen now, to look at the letters, to think what does each letter of the acronyms present, and to try to think of alternative words for the acronyms you can see and add them to the board. Please be creative as you like. you can see QR code. And in a moment, I'll share with you the link in the chat so that you could join. In case scanning QR code is better, so just scan it. Okay, yeah, and let me share with you that link. To the chat. That is a bit interesting. Yeah. Here is the link. So when you follow the link, you join Trello board and it asks you to register. But in most cases, you can simply do it with your Google account. Yes, so here you can see the Trello board, which I created exactly for you. So let's start with a simple. We've been discussing last time SEL, social emotional learning. And you may use tools, you can see the pen there, to add any of your abbreviations, your ideas of this acronym to the board. Also, there is SWITLO, skills and well-being in teaching learning opportunities. Yeah, I see Maria Halavan is here, wonderful. Am I sharing the proper one? I hope so. Well, also I've got DIY, do it yourself, which you can add to, and some more. You can simply choose one and just add some words to acronym to see what it would look like. So I think nearly 5 minutes would be more than enough if you do that. You can add the card down here, put some words, or you can edit the cards, which I have. You open the card and then you write there something. This is a nice collaborative tool. It is similar to Padlet. You can create several spaces to work all together, just like I did today. I've even put for you BC. You may add the card and write the acronym of it. Well, in case you have no technical opportunity, let me know. You may just say, and I'll note the descriptions of the words you'd like to use in the acronyms in there.
I am afraid, but I think that I haven't understood the task.
The task is to write the words to each of the letters of your acronyms on screen in an alternative way. You can see SEL, like social emotional learning. What else can it be?
Aha, thank you.
And again, in case somebody has no technical opportunity to get to Trello, you can write in the chat and I'll add it. Secure, energetic life. Wonderful. Thank you. We've got at least one alternative. I can see some comment. Yes, service engine light. Cool. What about SWITLO? Actually, the program SWITLO is skills and well-being in teacher learning opportunities. Yeah, don't involve yourself, I liked. I'd even add something like, don't ignore yourself. Because mostly in this life, we are focused on somebody else and their problems and forget about ourselves. So be creative. Yeah, sure. Damage it yourself. Fantastic. Be careful. Yeah, in case I put there TC, it would be take care. Well, any other creations? Because then I'd probably do like this. Be the cause of something. Yeah, birth certificate. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. So, and as usual, I'm asking whether this tool can be used with your students or with the persons you educate. Would it be appropriate if you can use it? You can let me know in the chat, or I don't know, just try some up in case it is suitable. Yeah, it can be used. It's collaborative board, actually. Thank you very much, Marie. Okay, yeah, let me go back to our topic. And I hope everything is going to work quite well. So, we will, with you today, try to evaluate learning resources for gender inclusivity, evaluate strategies to make teaching more gender inclusive. It's just part of making classroom a safer space. So, what did you do? Last time we were talking to you about social emotional learning. And what I'd like you to do is actually to share whether you have tried something and how it worked out. Were there any issues or questions that arose for someone in case there were any. Or maybe you may share something positive that happened in your lessons after our last meeting. Any volunteers to present something?
I think it was not enough time to practice anything because of short period between our meetings.
Yeah, it's quite possible, but maybe somebody has tried something. I don't know. In case you haven't, maybe you'll do it a little bit later and share with us. Yeah, I hope so. We're
Sure.
here to share and support each other, so I hope it would be like that. So our learning outcomes for today, yeah, are these. We are, as I already said, to evaluate learning resources for gender inclusivity and to evaluate some strategies. So, as I remember, your home assignment, so for those who joined last meeting, was to look at the article about gender and sex. And in case you didn't have any possibility to do that, here you can see the link and QR code to join to the article. And well, actually, your task would be to read or memorize the article in 3 minutes, because after that, you'll have a comprehension check for it. So in case you need QR, you may scan it right now, and then I'll send you the link. After the link, 3 minutes would be starting.
Move to the first slide, please.
Didn't I again?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Thank you very much, Yaroslava.
But we still, uh-huh.
I think the key point is that we do not have any Easter holidays, and it's extremely hard after being away to be focused. I'm deeply sorry for that. Okay, yeah, and I'm about to share with you the link of this presentation to let you join the article. Well, here you got the link and 3 minutes started. Read or memorize in case you read it for today, just to be focused after that for comprehension check and activity. Well, I'm pretty sure that Maria is ready and Yaroslava is ready too. Yeah, I just don't see Elena and Natalia. Just wave me or note something whether you're ready or not. It is still 1 minute, so. Ready? Yeah, fantastic. Thanks. And I hope Elena is ready too. Yeah. Okay, so get into our checking. And I am to share with you the next slide. Here it is. The same procedure, you've got the link and you've got QR code. So when you join the program, you enter your name. The class is called SWITLO, and you may follow the questions there to answer them in a proper way. Зацепите, Елена. I'm afraid I can't solve that problem with gadgets. I wish I could do something for that, but unfortunately. Okay, yeah. Here is a link in case somebody didn't manage to join through the QR code. Oh, I have 2 results. I see Maria is there and Natalia Rogoza is doing. So here actually is the report which I'm looking at that program. You may see it right now. Oops, one mistake. And in case I click on the names of the participants, I may exactly see where are the mistakes. Oh, Yaroslava started, wonderful. Yeah, I'm sharing it. I hesitated a little bit that I'm sharing something else. Maria did everything completely properly. Cool, my congratulations. This program is called Quasi-Lies. If I'm not mistaken, you can create 3 classes there, up to 20 students. I have been using it for nearly 4 years, but I didn't get to the final number of the tests there, so I can't tell you for sure how many tests can you use. But all in all, quite a nice resource in case you'd like to check something with your students or to arrange some tests maybe. Three more. Elena has difficulties with her gadget, so we are waiting for your responses, Yaroslava. Oops.
I was in a hurry and the last question was bad for me.
Probably you misclicked it somehow. Connection starts to fail me a bit. I'll probably stop sharing and try to restart again. Still loads. Okay, all in all, you've done it. And I hope this resource is useful to be used in your practice too. Getting far. So here's where we were. It is called Kovaizelais. I do like it because it there you have possibility to use some audio files. So in case you need listen and comprehension test, it is quite good. Well, so, and also I've sent you the video about gender inclusivity. And here you can see my questions to it. And actually the video itself. Yeah, sharing. Okay, yeah, well, and I actually have a question for you, or maybe several of them. What is the message of the video? Yeah, Maria, you may surely.
Okay, hello everyone. So it's clear that the video is about stereotyped world, about bias, about the fact that boys should always be in blue, or I mean, just this color is associated with boys, especially small ones, and pink is associated with girls. So as for me, it's definitely not like that nowadays, that's for sure. So I have a daughter, and I would say that she is definitely not a girly girl. She's not a tomboy either, but she's somewhere in between, you know. She is against, well, she's not against, but she doesn't really like skirts, and she doesn't really like dresses, only in case it is she who chose them in the shop, but she prefers more casual style, you know, the one which actually boys and girls share these days. And this new generation of children, they are definitely not biased about gender at all. As for me, the ones which I work, who I work with, they are not biased. So they see this equality, and they communicate, and they, in most cases, they do not, you know, divide into girls and boys in the society. So that's my idea.
Thank you. Okay. Is there gender equality in our country? What do you think?
I guess it depends on generation.
So we have gender equality in the younger generation, and
Yeah.
we do not have it in the older generation.
Well, we try, to find this equality. But I mean, older generation, it's difficult for them to understand that the world is changing, and we should be a bit neutral about some cases, you know, and be more tolerant to some cases that are happening nowadays in the society. And this new generation, they're absolutely different. They are like outer space, you know, creatures as for me. So they show us that the world is a bit different now than it was 10, 20 years ago or so, and even longer.
Mhm. And are there any implications that these things does for us as teachers and for the learners? Hard to say, yeah. I see Natalia is absolutely quiet today.
Yeah, I think that nowadays, if we speak about our students, they are tolerant. They teach us just to be attentive, not to insult other people's feelings and so on. And I think that we are ready to accept this world. And I think that things aren't as bad in Ukraine. So speaking not only about colors, hobbies, social activities, different social parts, we get used when we speak about their future jobs. So they are free. They don't concentrate or don't stick to some boys or men's or women's roles in their lives. So why not? I think that we are somewhere moving in the right direction if speaking about this.
Thank you. Well, I actually have got the girl who is not completely the girl. I mean, appearance is a girlish, but she went to bed with the car. It was her favorite toy all the time. There was a McQueen Lightning, so that's her favorite toy. She doesn't wear dresses, even though she's 17 right now. She never wears dresses, so it's just maybe that is gender equality. And I've got two girls, so the younger one is more like, you know, pinky girl with dresses, with dolls, but the elder one is absolutely like the boy. Yes, Yaroslava, please.
A few years ago, I had a girl student who changed her name. She wanted to name her Ralph. She was Nastya, according to her birth certificate, but she wanted to be Ralph. And her first teacher asked all the teachers in secondary school to support her and to give her an opportunity to develop herself like she wanted. So she graduated school 2 years ago, and still he is Ralph, and he behaved himself like a young man. And when I see it's difficult for me, his photo in Instagram, it's really young man, beautiful young man. And first time it was difficult for me to admit that I see a beautiful girl, like a young lady, but it was a young man.
Maria wanted to add something. Yeah, Maria, you're welcome.
Just this story reminded me of a situation when I was at school. Actually, I had a classmate. Her name is Alla, but it seems to me that, you know, well, it happens that the nature made a mistake, because visually she was a really attractive young man. Even physically, there were no like big differences between boys and her. And at that period, she also asked everyone to call her Alex, and everyone did it. She was very sociable, and she is still sociable. But at that period of time, it was difficult for teachers to accept this idea. So her classmates accepted this idea. It was even interesting for us to understand how it works, you know, in her brain. And once her mom was asked to come to school, and our class teacher, she tried to be tolerant, but actually she asked everything directly, you know, without any excuses or so. So she asked directly what was wrong with Allah. And her mother, being a psychologist, she said, nothing. It's just her choice. And you know what? Now, looking at your stories or photos on Instagram, I can see a very handsome man, really. Really, so it happened. The nature made a mistake. She is the oldest in the family, having two younger brothers, which are definitely guys, like, that's for sure. And she decided that no, she would be Alex, and she lives her life being like a man in her behavior, but having the body of a lady. So it happens in life. But it didn't change our attitude towards this person. So we were friends, we spent time together, very, very good sociable person, but, well, a bit different to our, you know, stereotyped view of men and women.
Yeah. For our generation, it can be extremely hard to accept that fact that somebody decided to change themselves to become a man or a woman. Yeah, it's hard to understand, but probably we'll try our best to. Okay, getting far. Our task would be a section to evaluate learning materials. So let's try to remember the textbooks you've got in your schools or maybe in your courses which you teach. How are different genders portrayed in the textbooks which you have, or on some images in the exercises? Do they reinforce or challenge traditional gender stereotypes in our country? Because I know in plenty of books for primary school, there is like job of a waiter only, and sometimes there is also waitress, but not always. So do you remember any of such cases? With Natalia, we're working with focus. I think focus is more shaped on the equality of gender, but I don't know about the rest of the books.
And look, more and more books, I'm also using Focus, and more books, course books these days, they try to get rid of these gender words, yes? So they are more neutral, like flight attendant, yes? A firefighter, not a fireman. Yeah, and actually, well, my second language is Spanish, and Spanish books also try. They even show when there is a topic of jobs, they even show that a firefighter is a girl, and the text is about her life being a firefighter and maybe challenges that she faces, but these challenges are not about her gender. No, they're not gender biased. They are about like difficulty in timetable and so on and so forth. So new books, they try to choose more neutral images. Yes, and in close also, so everything is more neutral.
So probably we have come to the point of breaking stereotypes about that. I hope so. Can my learners see themselves in learning materials? Do the people in illustration look like them? Are there examples relevant to their lives? What do you think? Hard question, yeah. But probably they can, because in focuses, we've got personal questions. And when they answer some things there or create some questions, they then look at them and put ticks to those which are true for them, or they just read us the questions which are true for them. So it's always like personal approach in there. So probably they can see themselves in learning materials. And the last one in here, if I'm not mistaken, have you identified anything inappropriately related to gender in your learning materials? How could you have dealt with this? How could you deal with this, or how have you dealt with this? Was there anything like that? I know there was a recent scandal about the book, which is not about English, where it was like some gender stereotypes that girls are supposed to cook only and men are supposed to do something different. In that group for parents, SOS, if I'm not mistaken, it was something like that. They took screenshot of that picture. So probably for, if we talk from the point of view of English, almost everything is good with our textbooks. Yeah. But in case we're talking with other languages, maybe there are some more difficult things to work with that.
Talking about other subjects, I know that nowadays authors of course books, they have a strict rule that they should follow if they don't give too much stereotype in their exercises. So they should be very careful with their exercises, sentences, and to evaluate and find the balance to keep gender
I think equality, yeah?
Equality, yeah, gender equality, thank you. Now I'm talking about Ukrainian, the Ukrainian language textbook.
Thank you. But I'm not so interested in that books because, well, actually my first education is primary school teacher, so I have never looked close at Ukrainian textbooks, but I know for primary there are some strange things when they investigate the world, some really inappropriate. The last one. Key, these learning materials have an impact of well-being of students on gender equality in our schools and learners' engagement with the lessons. So I think we can look from the point of view of our nowadays life. As you said, we are moving forward to gender equality in our country. So is there any impact on our students? Maybe some kind of engagement? Well, while you're thinking, I'll share my own example. Once with another teacher of English, we have created the lesson, and I think it is closely connected with gender equality because what students were doing during that, they had cooked. So it's not like only women are supposed to cook, but men too. So the boys were cooking at the same level with girls. They have prepared recipes for different pies and presented them and added ingredients and so on. So it was like gender equality lesson because actually usually it's like mom is cooking, dad is just eating. So we had a bit different approach. And as it was integrated lesson with biology, as far as I remember, students were really engaged with that, with different roles, and working on biology in English was interesting too. So anything you'd like to share from this point of view? In case there is any. Nothing to share or just too shy? Well, it's okay. In case it's kind of embarrassing thing to talk about, we can omit it and go far. Well, and we are getting to the point how to be more gender inclusive. I'm going to share with you the handout. And your task would be to read the things which are there, to put a tick if you do these things already, put a star if you would like to try some of them, and some which you're not sure about, you need to put a question mark in there. As far as I remember, they are on Jamboard. So if you need to take a QR code scan, you've got the time right now. After that, I'll send you the link to our chat so that you could join and follow that Jamboard. Okay, sending to the chat the link to that Jamboard. Here it is, and I'll actually share with you that Jamboard. Yeah, I see only one participant is already there. And again, you're reading. You can analyze what you're reading and use the tools to put their tick, star, or question mark. You've got a text thing, so question mark, star, or I don't know, V for tick. Just a rough example. There are 3 pages, but it's just because I have used quite huge font for that. And I hope nearly 5 minutes would be more than enough to do that activity. You may use font window with the letter T. Thank you. At least I see some work. Try not to delete accidentally some pieces of the text. I see you're trying hard. Ready? Not yet. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to share after this? Because actually for me, this using like they and them is not really good. I don't know, maybe we just couldn't get used to this culture, but calling somebody them, it's a bit strange. I've never tried it. Have you? I even put a question mark there because it's kind of strange. I do not think it is appropriate. Maybe in several years it would be normal for us, but right now I don't know. Apart from that, I can see most of ticks, and there is one star. Inclusive questions tasked during the lesson. Okay, yeah, can the participant who put the star share with us the meaning? Why is the star there?
It was me, but actually the star was higher. I mean, I put it to this, yes, to this one. I mean, arranging the furniture in the classroom. So I try to, you know, to put the tables in different order, but to be honest, I don't see the point of how it can influence people of different genders. I mean, my classroom is pretty spacious for them to move around, you know. Maybe if we talk about small classrooms, then maybe, yeah, so they can be injured by moving around. But in my classroom, it is okay because our classes are small. I mean, the number of students is small, and the classrooms are big enough for them to move, and there is even space for them to, you know, to interact and to play during the breaks. So they're allowed to do that.
I think you're lucky with that.
Yeah, in this case, yes, that's for sure.
And actually, it depends on the group of students you have. For somebody to arrange tables is comfortable, for somebody it is not. So we are inclusive and we try to actually follow their wishes in case it is not appropriate for them to move. Why not to let them work as they got used to? And here we have all the ticks. Oh my, it seems to me like we are really conscious in gender inclusivity in our classrooms. That's great. Well, we've almost come to the final point. I'm sharing again, just a second. You know, it's technical things. They are quite interesting, but all in all, we have already finished with that. Getting to the next one. So the thing is that we are to agree on the topic of our next lesson or our next meeting, because it's not actually a lesson, it is just like meeting. We're talking, we're sharing with each other different things, and we've already covered with you 3 of them about our group, social and emotional learning, and today we are getting to the final point of gender in language teaching. So the topics I suggest you to pick on from are the following. You can see the list on screen. So it's about trauma, adapting course book materials, accessing learners online, lesson observation, managing challenging or distressed behavior, making the classroom a safer space. Only number 4, 8, and 9 are closely connected with our online course, Teaching and Learning in Difficult Times, which 2 of us have already got access for, and I hope British Council will go towards to us and let 1 more active participant to join as soon as possible. I do hope for that. I'm talking about you, Maria, actually, because Yaroslava and Natalie are there, and the course is about to be closed on the 1st of June. So we are to save all materials in case we'll choose different topic from these things. Well, to vote for the topic, please go to menti.com, or you may scan QR code and pick one of the topics from the list there. And again, I'm letting you now to scan the code, and then I'm sending the link to our... In case you didn't have enough time to take the code, let me know. I'll share it again. Do you need it? No? Yeah? I actually promised to be a bit faster with this session, so I'm trying my best, but we are still beyond 1 hour.
Thank you. I have done it.
You're welcome. You know, I don't know how to choose because actually what I see, we have already voted for 3 topics and 3 different. So maybe you can, I don't know, help me to choose among them. Because we have trauma, lesson observation, and manage intelligent behaviors. What to do? Okay, thank you. So let's agree on that. We are going to talk about manage intelligent behaviors next time. And
So for that, we should start the course.
I will show
This
you
topic.
in a moment. Yes, we have voted for the one which is managing challenging behaviors. Oh, sorry. Nice. You've got the most attentive person today. Here it is. And yeah, we are actually to do module 2 on our course of OTC platform, Manage Intelligent Behaviors. Just like home assignment. So I'll try to do my best to let Maria be with us there too, because actually my group has the least amount of participants who join the course. I hope they'll go forward to us. Okay, so the topic is agreed. And we are getting to reflection point. So here you can see the QR code to join and to answer several questions about our today's session. And there is a link to Google form where these questions are. Do you please follow and give us the responses there? Am I to share the link? Can I close that QR now?
We don't see the QR.
We
see
don't.
just the
Yeah.
topics.
My congratulations.
Next slide, maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this, oh, that means you haven't seen the previous 2. Normal. But you know, I would be able to check up all the recording I have and to see all the mistakes I have done, consciously or unconsciously, all in all. And I'll try to focus on my weak points next time. This is actually the module of second module of that course, which we'll need for the next time. I'm checking up where I'm sharing. Yeah, now I do for sure. So we are getting to summary. Our next meeting we agreed already, and learning journals you have on your emails. And I always remember about but. You're supposed to fill them in, but we all know that there are some buts. So it would be preferable if you do that, but in case you don't, Does anybody need the link to the form? The link to, yeah? Okay. Well, I have one response from Maria. Thank you very much. Waiting for the rest. I have 2 responses already. There is still supposed to be one more. At least, yeah, at least one more. It would be great if we have 2 more with Yelena and Natalia, but thank you very much. Thank you. Wow, that's great. Okay, and I'd like to propose you to return to our outcomes and to see whether we gain them or not, if we have covered all the things which we were agreed on at the beginning of our session. So you can. I'm talking and the microphone is muted. Normal. So our learning outcomes. Our learning outcomes at the beginning were to evaluate learning resources from the point of view of gender inclusivity and to evaluate strategies to make our teaching more gender inclusive. What do you think? Have we gained them? Have we covered them?
All of them.
That means our job for today is completely done, and our next session is planned on the 20th of May at 3:30 p.m. Kyiv time. And I do appreciate your hard work and thanks for sharing, not being afraid to share anything from your career experience and so on. It's a pleasure to work with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you, Любов. This session is useful, interesting, and I have found something for my lessons that I haven't done before. Thank you so much.